and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Main News. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema urges a delegation from Longi to actualize investments. The Law Association of Zambia warns individual masquerading as lawyers. And Myanmar fighting continues despite post-earthquake ceasefire. This bulletin is live on Facebook and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged the delegation from Longi, a prominent Chinese company, to take decisive steps in ensuring that their investments in Zambia's renewable energy sector are fully realized. Speaking at State House with the delegation, the president emphasized the importance of tangible action in turning their agreements and proposals into operational projects that will contribute significantly to Zambia's needs and sustainable goals. President Hichilema highlighted commitment to transitioning towards cleaner and more sustainable energy sources, noting that renewable energy, particularly solar, has immense potential to drive economic growth and improve energy access for the people of Zambia. The head of state stressed that the country is eager to attract foreign investment in this sector with a focus on creating long-term, mutually beneficial partnerships that will not only enhance Zambia's energy infrastructure, but also create jobs, foster technological innovation, and contribute to the country's broader development projects.
And then in here, maybe as an uptaker and the final customer, because we have restructured the sector. The energy sector is completely restructured, which means that we have independent producers, generators, let's call it that, independent traders in the sector, which was not there a year ago. I think this is less than a year. Am I right? These reforms are less than a year. And then we also have open access, which means that a generator here can supply to the mine.
The Law Association of Zambia LA's Regulatory Enforcement Committee's Wesley Mwandila has issued a strong warning to individuals who are falsely presenting themselves as lawyers despite not being qualified or registered as such. Mr. Mwandila emphasized the serious legal and professional implications of impersonating a lawyer and underlined that such actions not only undermine the integrity of the legal profession, but also jeopardize the rights and interests of the public who trust and rely on professional legal services. Mr. Mwandila made it clear that the Law Association of Zambia LAS will take swift and decisive action against anyone found guilty of practicing law without the necessary qualifications, including those who advertise, offer legal advice, or represent themselves as legal practitioners without the required certification and licensing. He urged the public to be vigilant and report any suspicious activity involving individuals who might be engaging in unlawful legal practice.
This is a very serious issue, and also it goes to the members of public to be wary of what's going on. They must be able to do their due diligence and make sure that they are dealing with the right members of ALAS who are actual lawyers and are admitted to practice law as such. And therefore, we are not sleeping as LAS. We are doing everything possible to ensure that we clamp down on all these masqueraders, all these fake lawyers, all these fake lawyers who are drafting contracts of sales, they are doing all sorts of change of ownerships relating to land. No one is allowed to do so except a legal practitioner to act on behalf of another in matters of all the agreements, contracts of sales, and other bills of exchange. And so this is what we're doing as LAS.
Acting Health Minister Douglas Yagalima notes that current evidence shows a consistent reduction in maternal under 5 infant and neonatal deaths. According to the Zambia Demographic Health Survey, maternal deaths have reduced from 278 out of 100,000 in 2018 to 187 out of 100,000 in 2024 rather. He was speaking during the commemoration of the World Health Day under the national theme, Access to Quality Maternal and Newborn Health Services and Ensures Healthy Beginning and Hopeful Future for All. Mr. Siagalima says this theme recapitulates their commitment to ensuring that every mother and newborn has access to the health services they need, regardless of their circumstances. He says the UPND government, under the visionary leadership of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, the President of the Republic of Zambia, recognizes that when mothers receive quality health care, they are empowered to give their children a healthy start in life, creating a ripple effect that influences families, communities, and the nation as a whole. The Zambia Police Service has confirmed a tragic incident of sudden death involving 2 individuals who died after the earth collapsed on them while conducting mining activities. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga says the unfortunate incident occurred today between 11:30 hours and 12 hours at Mindstone area in Mongole. He says the report was received at 13 hours by Mwanjuni Police Post and Ngwerere Police Station from Mr. Dixon Kaonga, age 27 of Mindstone, Mongole, who reported that his younger brother Nathan Kaonga, age 21 of Makandanyama village in Kabwe, and another male person yet to be identified had died after the pit they were mining in collapsed on them.
It is reported that while they were mining today, the pit collapsed and buried them, resulting in fatal head injuries. Upon visiting the scene, police confirmed that the collapse occurred while the individuals were engaged in illegal mining activities. A security officer, Ms. Ishmael Melvin, who had previously signed a contract with Sage Mining, stated that the mine's management recently
The Non-Governmental Gender Organizations Coordinating Council (NGOCC) has expressed sadness over the death of Forum for Democracy and Development (FDD) leader Edith Nawakwi. NGOCC chairperson Beauty Katebe notes that her passing will undoubtedly leave a huge void in Zambia's political space as well as the nation at large. She says Mrs. Nawakwi was not only the first female finance minister of Zambia in Southern Africa in 1998, but also served with distinction in many other ministerial positions between 1992 to 2001. Ms. Katebe says the late Mrs. Nawakwi then established and led her political party, FDD, defying the odds as one of the few women leading a political party. In the meantime, Republican Progressive Party RPP leader Leslie Chikose has conveyed the condolences to the Nawakwi family, the FDD, and the Zambian people at large during this difficult time.
Who made significant contributions to the political and economic landscape of Zambia. As the first woman to serve as Minister of Finance in our country, she broke barriers and inspired many, especially women, to take up leadership roles and participate actively in national development. Her dedication to democratic values and her boldness in speaking truth to power, even when it was unpopular to do so, leaves a legacy that will not be forgotten. May her soul rest in eternal peace, and may her family find strength and comfort in knowing that she served her country with distinction and purpose.
And in other news trending this evening, The Africa Health and Economic Transformation Initiative has raised concern with the high burden of cervical cancer, which currently accounts for 23% of all new cancer cases in the country. Inspector General of Police Grafio Msamba has expressed gratitude to the people of Western Province for maintaining law and order during the 2025 Kuomboka ceremony. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Neo Kalungu Banda, a psychology student at the University of Leicester and an aspiring writer, has emphasized the importance of young people continuously pursuing their dreams despite the challenges they may encounter along the way. Mr. Banda pointed out that the journey towards achieving personal and professional goals is often not linear and can be filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, he stressed that these challenges should not deter young people or individuals from staying focused on their aspirations and ambitions. Drawing from his own experiences as both a student and a writer, Mr. Banda shared insights into how persistency, resilience, and self-belief play pivotal roles in achieving success. He has encouraged young people to be adaptable, to learn from failures, and to remain committed to their passions even when the path seems difficult or unclear. He said this during the launch of the book titled Inspired.
To CDF committees in the various constituencies, we expect now to have professionals sitting on those who are professionally recruited in terms of looking.
We do apologize for the wrong clip played. Ends our business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, fighting has been reported in Myanmar despite the military junta and the rebel group alliance announcing temporary ceasefires to support earthquake relief. As of Friday, their military had carried out at least 14 attacks since the ceasefire, according to reports received by the UN Human Rights Office. The military accused two rebel groups in the alliance that declared a ceasefire carrying out attacks. One group said fighting broke out in response to offensives by the military. And in sports news, the Zambia under-18 women's national team will take on Tanzania in the third-place playoffs at the 2025 UEFA Friendship Cup in Turkey on Wednesday, 9th April 2025. Kickoff will be at 13 hours Central African time. The young Copper Queens put up an impressive run in the group stage, winning 2 matches and drawing 1 to finish second in Group A on 7 points, level with Colombia, but edged out on penalty shootout results. Zambia began the tournament with a narrow draw loss to Colombia, 1-1 in regulation time, 4-5 on penalties, followed by a commanding 3-0 win over host Turkey. And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening will be partly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm to mild. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged the delegation from Longi, a prominent Chinese company, to take decisive steps in ensuring that their investments in Zambia's renewable energy sector are fully realized. The Law Association of Zambia Laws Regulatory Enforcement Committee's Wesley Mandela has issued a strong warning to individuals who are falsely presenting themselves as lawyers, despite not being qualified or registered as such. And finally, fighting has been reported in Myanmar despite the military junta and the rebel group alliance announcing temporary ceasefires to support earthquake relief. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie Banda. Enjoy the rest of the evening.